Hello and welcome to We Just Quoting the podcast, but we do more than just quote. This is We Just Quote Wednesday, and today I'll be talking about TBJZL, and his brother Manny's new song, Rhythm and Vibes, giving a Premier League football update, and talking about this week's quote of the week, which will be revealed in the podcast. Stay at the end to get a clue about next week's podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when a new podcast comes out, and tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend. Now let's get into it. During last week's We Just Quote Wednesday podcast, which you should definitely check out if you haven't already, link will be in the description. I spoke about the Premier League. Actually, the reception on that podcast was really good, surprisingly. I didn't think it would be as well received as it was. So highly appreciated to all of you who listened. If you're listening to this podcast and haven't listened to last week's podcast, please give it a listen after this one. Before I talk a bit more about football, I want to say that we are 4 subscribers away from 100 subscribers, and I'd really like to get to 100 subscribers before September. I believe we can fully do it. I just want to say to all 96 of you, thank you so much for all your support, for being subscribed. Make sure you have your notification bell on because you don't want to miss when a podcast comes out, including We Just Quote Shorts. And if you're not subscribed but are listening, I appreciate you listening, but please do subscribe. It would be highly appreciated. Road to 100 subscribers. But yeah, I want to say thank you and a huge appreciation to all of you. So just like last week, I will read to you the league tables where everyone is positioned, and already I've got the league table opened and it is pretty drastic, like the change from who was at number 1. But we have the league table. I'm going to start with 20 out of 20 and work my way up. And what's really helpful is I've got this key down here, and it tells me the number of games each team has won, drew, lost, and still have to play. So I'm going to go through the table first, starting from 20 to number 1, and then say it again with what everyone has to win and lose and what they've drew on. So in 20th place, 20 out of 20, we have Norwich City, followed by Arsenal and Newcastle, who have dropped. They were on 15, I believe, and now they're 18th. We've got Burnley 17th. In 16th place, we have the Wolves, Leeds United 15th, Crystal Palace 14th, followed by Southampton, Leicester City, Watford, and in 10th place, Aston Villa. In 9th, we've got Man City, then Brentford, Everton, and Man United at 6th. In fifth place, we've got Tottenham, Brighton in 4th, Liverpool in 3rd, Chelsea and West Ham top of the leaderboard. Starting with Norwich City, out of 5 matches, they have, out of the matches available, I think it's 5, they have lost 2. Arsenal, Newcastle, Burnley, and the Wolves have also lost both their matches. Leeds United have drew 1, lost a second. This is the same with Crystal Palace and Southampton. Leicester have lost 1 game and won a second. After Leicester, we have Watford, who have again lost a game and won a second. Aston Villa and Man City have won their first game, lost a second. Brentford, Everton, and Man United have drew and then won their second. And then Tottenham, Brighton, Liverpool, Chelsea, and West Ham have all won all of their games, which is kind of what you'd expect from the top 5. And then in terms of matches, on the day of recording this podcast, we have had on Sunday, we had Arsenal and Chelsea. Chelsea won 2-0. On Monday 23rd, we had West Ham and Leicester. Leicester won West Ham won 4-1. Then on Saturday 28th, which is this Saturday on the day of recording this podcast, we have Man City and Arsenal at 12:30, Newcastle and Southampton at 3, Brighton and Everton also at 3, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Norwich City, Leicester City, Aston Villa and Brentford all again at 3. I don't know why they like having so many matches at the same time, but you do you. We also have Liverpool and Chelsea at 5:30. Then on Sunday 29th, this Sunday of the day of recording the podcast, we have Burnley versus Leeds United at 2. Also at 2, we have Tottenham versus Watford. And at 4:30, we have the Wolves versus Man United. So that completes the little Premier League update. I will be doing this next week as well. That's the plan. I want to do this until the Premier League ends. Who are you backing? Who do you want to win? I don't feel like I'm educated enough to actually say who I want to win. I mean, who I think is going to win. I mean, it would be nice if Newcastle could get higher. I know they got regulated last year, which is a bit sad. And they were 15th, now they're 18th, so could do a lot better. But comment down below who you are supporting and who you want to win, any football fans out there. Now on to Rhythm and Vibes, Toby and Manny. So for those who don't know, Toby is a member of the Sidemen. And if you don't know who the Sidemen are, well then you're living under a rock. I say that, but I didn't know who the Sidemen were till like over a year ago. But they have completely changed my life. According to Google, they're a musical group, but they're really not. The Sidemen are a British YouTube group consisting of KSI, Miniminta, Zerka, TBJZL, Bazinga, Vicstar123, and Rota Shaw. The group is best known for its various YouTube channels, which have combined a total of over 123 million subscribers as of July 2021. So TBJZL, one of the members of the Sidemen, along with his brother MANNY, have created a song called Rhythm and Vibes. I listened to it when it came out. It came out on midnight. I was over the moon, and he hinted in the previous Simon Sundays, not the current one that happened the Sunday, the one before that. They did a hot tub mukbang, and they hinted that Toby had a song coming out, and then I saw him post on the gram that, midnight Rhythm and Vibe. So I'm like, oh wow, okay, we've got a song coming along. And I think at first I thought, there's not much hype about it, because normally people like hype it up and hype it up and hype it up. Then I saw a comment which I actually agree with, which was like, love how he gave us only a few hours so we don't have to wait for the song. And so actually I think it just created a lot of buzz and adrenaline because people just wanted to hear the song. And their last song, Destined for Greatness, which I absolutely love, did come out a year ago, so it was very due time for a song, and I'm very, very happy that they've made a song. This is a very summary song though. I'm going to read some of the lyrics, a bit of an analysis, but yeah, it's very much of a summary song, and you may think, it maybe came out at the wrong time, because I believe the song came out end of UK summer, which was like 20th August time, when the song would have really been well suited at the beginning of summer. However, even though timing's always key, I think the song will always do well. I believe it's on 2.2 million views on YouTube, which is incredible. Would love to have that on the podcast one day. But yeah, I absolutely love the song. I love how there's no swearing in it. It's very wholesome, and yeah, absolutely love it. So I'm going to read it to you, the lyrics. I'm going to give it a little analysis. This one's Rhythm and Vibes. Trust me, you might hear the rhythm outside. If you're feeling the vibe, roll the windows down, blare the rhythm outside. This one's Rhythm and Vibes. Trust me, you might hear the rhythm outside. If you're feeling the vibe, roll the windows down, blare the rhythm outside. This one's Rhythm and Vibes. Trust me, you might hear the rhythm outside. If you're feeling the vibe, roll the windows down, blare the rhythm outside. This one's Rhythm and Vibes. Trust me, you might hear the rhythm outside. If you're feeling the vibe, roll the windows down, blare the rhythm outside. Then it starts with Toby's rap. Roll the windows down, blare the rhythm out, said it's only positive vibes that we're giving out. Spitting on the rhythm, it's Manny and Toby, and this one here is good vibes only. It's barbecues if we're talking about chefing, water fights if you're talking about wetting, swimming pools if you want to go dipping, catching fights, but you know I ain't missing out the brodies. They're pouring out the brews, but if you know me, I got apple juice and I'm calm. Got the sweetest one in my arm, so no qualms. Not a cloud in sight, yeah, the weather's too lang. Hold my lady tight because she's looking too peng, but I still got to big up the mandem too. Nah, bro, I'm just trying to be like you. And then it goes back into the chorus. I absolutely love it. That's Toby's verse. I absolutely love it. Um, I like the flow. I feel like there's no need to swear. There was nothing. It was just very wholesome and very PG. And it was really, really good. In terms of analysis, so the section where it goes, and this one here is good vibes only. It's barbecues if we're talking, if we're doing up chefing, water fights if you're talking about wetting, swimming pools if you're trying to go dipping. In these lines, Toby makes it clear, even though he might be in the same genre, he's not violent as UK or particularly UK drill artists are perceived to be. He points out these differences using UK slang like chefing, wetting, and dipping, which are generally slang terms for stabbing. Toby shows how to him it's barbecues, water fights, and swimming, respectively, rather than stabbing. Absolutely love that. Loved how he's turned these UK slang words, chefing, wetting, dipping, into positive connotations, barbecues, water fights, swimming pools. And it's all about taking the negative into a positive. When you think of slang, you can, I don't know about you, but there are very negative connotations. So I like how he's twisted it, and he has put a positive spin on it. And I think in life we've got to do that. If there's negative connotations about something, we can always change it and put a positive spin on something. And it's all about the mindset, it's all about how you perceive it. But I think we should try our hardest to always do that. The line, and this one here is good vibes only. I remember seeing on his IG story, he was saying how like Destined for Greatness was a really like motivating and inspiring song for people. This song, Rhythm and Vibes, is really just good vibes and positive energy. And I 100% feel that. I absolutely love it. Obviously, listen to the song yourself and get your own opinion if you haven't heard it already, and give your reviews. And I'd be interested to hear what you think. But I genuinely think the song is amazing. It's just good vibes, and I feel like we need that, to have a song where it's just good vibes, positive energies. And in our life, we just surround ourselves with good vibes and positive energy, and feed that to ourselves. The line, they're pouring out the brews, but if you know me, I got apple juice. Toby has mentioned a lot of times that he enjoys apple juice more than alcohol on his YouTube channel. The fans who watch the videos know that. Hence, that if you know me, I got apple juice. So if you know me, his YouTube fans all know that he has apple juice and he prefers it over alcohol. I absolutely love apple juice, not because of Toby Jizzle, but I've just always preferred apple juice over orange juice. And so I think that line, if you know me, I got apple juice, it's just funny. And in the music video, he's there with a big bowl of apple juice. So absolutely love that. And then obviously goes into the chorus, and we've got MANNY, um brother's verse. Now there's a lot of things in this verse which I do not get, and I've seen Miniminter and of Member the Simon and Cal Freezy both react, and Laid Back both react to this music video, and they both pick up on different things. And there's a line which I'll read to you in a minute that Toby goes, "Oh, that's a good line," but doesn't explain it. So I really don't get it. But it's still a good line. I still understand it, and I'd like to understand it. But anyway, the verse is: roll the windows down, turn the bass up. This one here, see, it's tearing the place up. From the UK to the UAE, you're gonna hear this one on the DAB. Bro said that the motive's booked. Lock that off in the calendar. Grey shorts, a white crepe, and a white tee. Word to skep, that's my default character. Saw smiles when I step in the venue. The boys been a couple snacks on the menu, but I don't want me a BLT. Cause on my arm I got me a PLT. Sun's out and it's blue skies. True say it's magnificent weather. I'm with my gang, we're vibesing all day and all night, we're stank out together. The line, Again, another great verse. Line that I really don't understand, but I think it's cool. I agree with. I just don't understand. Is grey shorts, white crepe, and a white tee, and it goes word to Skep. So I believe it's a reference to Skepta, but I'm really not sure. My initial thoughts were he kind of like started out gaming like with his brother and a lot of his friends. Maybe it's like when you pick a skin and you pick a character. His is grey shorts, white shoes, white t-shirt. I'm not fully sure, but if anybody does have any suggestions or finds the answer, that'd be great. The bit where it says the boys seen a couple snacks on the menu, but I don't want me a BLT because on my arm I got a PLT. Manny refers to his partner Alex Hobson as his PLT, and abbreviation for Pretty Little Thing. Ideally, this is also a play on words for the two previous bars, alluding to how he views her as a snack, slang word for an attractive woman. But yeah, so it's like he's referring to his partner, and they've got a kid as well. Oh, it's so nice to see um Manny's brother. I mean, Manny, Toby's brother, and his partner have got a kid, so that's obviously really, really nice and really, really wholesome to see. And in the music video, we see that they feature the newborn baby in the music video and take pics as well. So that's really, really nice. But yeah, then it goes back into the chorus, and then it's just chorus and chorus again. I'm going to read the chorus again because I really like it. This one's rhythm and vibes. Trust me, you might hear the rhythm outside. If you're feeling the vibe or the windows down, but there's the rhythm outside. This one's rhythm and vibes. Trust me, you might hear the rhythm outside. If you're feeling the vibe or the windows down, but there's the rhythm outside. So it's just a really nice, good vibe, positive energy song, and I really want to talk about it because when I listened to it the first time, I was so excited and I was so happy, and it's just good vibes and positive energy. And I want to talk about this idea of just good vibes and positive energy. You know, I've spoken about it before, but you've got to surround yourself by positive people. As Anef said, surround yourself with people who challenge how you think, not the ones that nod their heads and act like they agree. Just surround yourself with good vibes and positive energy. You know, healthy body, healthy mind. Just like you got to feed your body with good things, you got to fill your mind and your soul with good things, which includes just being around positive people and positive vibes. You know, that good vibes only kind of vibe thing is so, so important. Don't let it go and overrated. Um, so yeah, check out the song, get your own opinions if you haven't already. And yeah, good vibes only. We just want rhythm and vibes. Now it's a new week, so that means a new quote of the week. But before I get into this week's quote of the week, I want to start this new segment where I start giving out shout outs. And to get a shout out or to be possibly shouted out, all you have to do is just comment down below on this Wejustquoting Wednesday podcast to have a chance to be next week's shout out. But this week's shout out goes to Mia Pat. If you want to be next week's shout out, just comment down below anything at all in the comment section. So, this week's quote of the week, I actually said at the end of last week's podcast. Make sure you guys are staying at the end of the podcast to get a clue about next week's podcast. I said you can overcome anything if and only if you love something enough. Now, this quote was said by Messi. I'm not going to say his first name because I was told that in the last Wejustquoting Wednesday podcast, I did say his first name wrong, which I pronounced it wrong, which I highly I'm sorry for. I don't like pronouncing things wrong, especially when it comes to people's names. But he quoted, and this is a quote that he said, "You can overcome anything if and only if you love something enough." And I thought I'd talk about this week because I love the quote. I think it's a great quote. This idea about overcoming anything if you love it enough. You know, there's so many challenges in life, so many hurdles. And if you love something enough, you'll fight for it and you can overcome it. You just have to put the work in. And I feel like when you don't care about something, it's really hard to stick to it and fight for it. But when you love something enough, you will do it. And I absolutely loved what he said and thought that this should be this week's quote of the week. Do everything with all your heart, put 100% into everything you do. And if there are hurdles, and there will be hurdles and there will be barriers, if you love it enough, you can overcome anything. I believe that nothing is truly impossible. Many things in life are hard, super hard, so difficult, but never that you cannot do it. If you put your mind to it, as cliche and as it sounds, you can do it. So as Messi said, if you love something enough, you can overcome it. And I think that's the mindset that you should have for the rest of your life. But I really want you to apply for this week. And that's why this is this week's quote of the week. Thank you for listening. This has been We Just Quote Wednesday. Make sure you give a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell and do all that good stuff. Look out for mini podcasts in between We Just Quote Wednesdays, and also look out for We Just Quote shorts. Stay tuned for next week's We Just Quote Wednesday. If you have any quotes, questions, or topic ideas, email them to wejustquoting@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and bye-bye for now. Support each other.